Practice one in the books for 2022 Pelicans training camp. We're going to get into what I saw today and how different Zion Williamson looks and how much happier he seems to be. Once again, presented to you by Company Burger and DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of Boot Crew Media and the NFL. Make sure you use code BOOT. You can bet $5 on any NFL team to win their game, and you get $200 in free bets by using the promo code BOOT. Let's get into the show.
First took away. That's the best. Get your money's worth.
All right, welcome back. Before we get into this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Once again, presented to you by Company Burger located at 4600 Ferret Street. Day one in the books. They do have practice later tonight at 6 p.m., but we got media access today. Let's get right into it because I do want to talk about Zion Williamson and just how much different he looks. Not only physically does he look different, but just mentally, he's just a completely different player. We got in there, and he was instantly, when we got media access, he was working with shooting coach Fred Vincent and Jordan McGuire, another shooting coach for the Pelicans, and he's working on his free throws. He's working with Larry Nance. And you can just tell Larry Nance is taking that veteran leadership role and really bringing Zion Williamson on his hip. I mean, Larry Nance, CJ McCollum, and Zion Williamson just didn't leave each other the entire time. And obviously you saw that clip of Zion Williamson and CJ McCollum doing a joint interview. These kind of things are important, right? Because CJ McCollum and Larry Nance are both veterans. And CJ mentioned this in his presser yesterday, before they left, CJ and Larry Nance took out Zion Williamson to dinner before after the season ended and before everyone went home. And now it seems like the chemistry, that team building, it seems like they're taking him under their wings. And that's enormous because Zion Williamson looks like a completely different player right now, which is huge. And I think Larry Nance has been just exactly what Zion Williamson has needed, or what Zion Williamson has needed. Just a veteran guy that's going to be looking out for him, teaching him the ropes of how to be a professional basketball player. And I think that's just enormous. One thing I want to mention, they did add some new artwork in the facility. You can see this right here. They had a picture of like Hornets legends on one side, and then they had a picture of current Pelicans on the other side. One thing I do want to talk about here, I did tweet this out. You don't see Chris Paul or Drew Holiday because they're current players and they can't be on the poster. So I'll bring this picture back up so you can see David West, Baron Davis, Jamal Mashburn, David Wesley, Peja, Jamal McGlure, Tyson Chandler, PJ Brown. So there's a reason why Chris Paul was left off, because he's a current player. Once he retires, I'm sure he'll go back up there. They're going to go 5-on-5 tonight. Zion Williamson did mention that he's excited to play. Dyson Daniels actually had a nice little presser saying, what it's like to play with Zion Williamson, and that he talked about how he was being a leader on the court, which is really good to hear as well. I'm going to bring this picture up here as well. You can see CJ, Zion, and Larry Nance working together with Coach Casey Hill after practice as well. So, just not much went on today in session one. There's going to be more going on tonight in session two. Obviously, we're not going to be accessing that, but I'm excited to see how it goes, because that's when they start ramping it up. This will be actually Zion Williamson's first 5-on-5 with his team. And he mentioned he needs to get used to playing with CJ McCollum. And I forget who asked the question, but he talks about JJ Redick, comparing JJ Redick to CJ McCollum and what it's like to be playing a two-man game, pick and roll, things like that. He did mention JJ Redick didn't put the ball on the floor much. And that's true. CJ McCollum puts the ball on the floor a lot. And I think it's going to free Zion a lot, especially in the pick and roll game. And that's going to be a really deadly combo with CJ, who has a really good handle, shifty, crafty, can get to the rim. And then Zion, who's just an absolute freak rolling to the goal. That's going to be really tough to stop. And the Brandon Zion two-man game is going to be really tough to stop. So a lot of good, positive things coming from training camp today. Once again, they're going to ramp it back up tonight. We'll be back in the building again tomorrow to get you a recap. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Leave your comments below. Love to get the interaction. You can follow us on ProPelsTalk on Instagram or Twitter at ProPelsTalk. Once again, brought to you by Boot Crew Media and Company Burger. We'll see y'all tomorrow.